I grew up on the farm. It was a very cool childhood because you're growing up next to your dad, working on the fields. One thing what I really learned was what does work all day long actually mean. This is where for me my heart to become an entrepreneur somehow started. Just a few years ago, me and my co-founders started almost with nothing, now having more than 200 employees, more than 220 million downloads, and being part of Adidas, this is incredible.
I was 40 years old when I started running, and it all started with a challenge. I signed up Alexis, my daughter, for a 10K, and I decided to sign up for a 5K to show her that I support her and that she's not going to be the only one running. Alexis didn't think that I can do it. She said, like, you're going to get off the couch and run a 5K. She told me to use Runtastic, and I took the challenge and I ran the whole 5K. Since I've started running, I've been doing all kinds of races. I am currently training for my second marathon. What running has taught me is that I can achieve so much.
I was diagnosed with a bunch of learning disabilities, and I spent years struggling in school. I had this teacher named Miss Whitefield who totally changed my life. The whole ethos of Remind was built around the thought that if we could help give the Miss Whitefields of the world superpowers and make them more efficient, it can have an enormous impact on the education system. So I would spend my time speaking to hundreds of teachers across the country while my brother was locked in a room learning how to code. Today, Remind has over 23 million active teachers, students, and parents in over 90% of US K-12 school districts. We would have never been able to reach those customers if Google Play did not exist.
One of my students, Jason, he struggled, especially with turning things in on time. One day, he came to me.
And then I was like, I bet you that if I do all my work and pass the test, you'll throw us a party. I kept receiving messages from Miss Lemire and my other classmates to help me and motivate me.
As a result, I lost. They got to have an ice cream party. It was probably some of the best work that I've ever seen him produce.
Over 30 million users are currently using the app. We're bigger than any university or school that has existed for ages in India. What inspires us as a team and what motivates us the most is when we hear users talk about how learning English with the app has impacted them in such a positive way. That truly empowers us to keep going and to make a bigger impact.
When I retired from my job, I decided to do something useful. That's why I joined Hello English. I believe that there are so many kids around us, they want to learn English. Joining Hello English gave me enough confidence to go to my hometown and teach the poor and needy. Hello children, how are you? What is your name?
I'm Pooja.
Very good.
My name is
Siddharth. English is good for higher education. It's a key for better life.
I started Sesame about 5 years ago. At the time I was doing computer vision and gesture technology, and I got on TV to demonstrate a game I developed that was controlled using head gestures. And I got a phone call the next day, and the guy said, "Hi, I can't move my hands or legs. Could you make me a smartphone I could use?"
He came, looked at me and said, "Well, I have a new company." I told him that this will be much better to do good for the whole world. And he was convinced.
It really put a new perspective on what the technology can accomplish and how we can change lives. And the Android operating system's open nature really allowed me to innovate beyond what I could imagine at first.
כמובן שיש דברים שאני יכול לעשות אותם עכשיו, שלא יכולתי לעשות מקודם, אנחנו במחשב, שלא יכולתי להשתמש בסמארטפון. היא שינתה לי את החיים.
Every successful user is not just a number. It's a whole life, it's a whole story, and we take those with us, and those propel us forward to keep doing what we do.